So it's a strong possibility that all of this year's CPL 2020 matches will be played only in Trinidad and Tobago. No, it was just yesterday that I was reading an article online, and I came up on something very interesting. I saw where the organizers of the Caribbean Premier League would have written to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago seeking permission to host all of this year's 2020 matches in the CPL. Now, this is something that, you know, it really struck me when I saw it, because it really dragged my memory to Jamaica, and I was thinking that, boy, in a situation like this, Jamaica should even be in the ranking. We should be even in the talking. Even if at the end of the day we don't get to host the competition, we should be there saying, here what, we have the facilities to host this competition just the same. I mean, at the end of the day, Trinidad might get it, any other place might have gotten it, but if it is the case that they are looking at one country to host, I am thinking that with cricket being such a big part of our sporting fraternity here in Jamaica, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be in the mix to say, here what, we can host a competition too, you know. But then something pricked me and I said, but what is the facility, the Trelawny multi-purpose facility? I mean, looking back at it, Trelawny multi-purpose stadium, it very rare is it in good condition to play cricket. When it is being featured in the news, on the sports news, it is always about either goat eating grass down there, some jazz and blues festival that will be held there. You know, I mean, if we have two primary cricket grounds that is of international standard in the country, we should make sure that we are taking care of them. And I mean, with Sabina Park and Trelawny multi-purpose stadium up and running, we would be in the mix to say, here what, we can host the competition just like Trinidad. Because I am sure that with Trinidad thinking about hosting the competition, they are thinking about using two of their grounds. I am certain that the Queen's Park Oval will be used and the Brian Lara Cricket Academy will be used. And I mean, if we were keeping up the facilities in such a way, you know, maintaining the thing, then we wouldn't have an issue right now. Because just like Trinidad, we have hotels that can cater. We would have our two grounds that could run the matches. You understand? And at the end of the day, it is not yet past. The Prime Minister would have showed his interest. Prime Minister of Trinidad would have showed his interest, saying we're interested in hosting the competition. But they are waiting on some answers from the health ministry because of the whole pandemic that is going on. But this is something that just shows. This is something that just goes to show that, here what, we at all point in time we need to make sure that our main facilities are up and running, because last year nobody could have predicted that something like this would have happened, you know. So there's no way they would be thinking that, all right, we could go fix up Trelawny multi-purpose stadium so we can host the competition. If we were always keeping the thing in good condition, then we wouldn't have an issue right now. You know? And I know that in the middle of the pandemic, some countries might be running from the competition saying, here what, boy, we don't want to take on such a big scale competition in the middle of this, you know. You understand? But we're looking at by the competition is supposed the competition is supposed to start somewhere there about in the middle part of August. And I mean, it just goes to show that, you know, we need to always be on our A game, because we don't know when we're going to be called upon. And, you know, Trinidad was called upon and they are able to say, here what, we are interested and we are capable. Let us just run it by our health ministry and hear what is happening, you know. I mean, we all want to get some cricket, and at the end of the day, as I am always saying, cricket is a business, especially franchise cricket, and the owners would have looked at it and say, here what, it is going to be more feasible for us to keep the competition in one location, one country. Because hear what? With the whole social distancing thing, probably the amount of players that they were able to bring on one flight, they won't be able to bring that amount of players on one flight, you know. So they are looking at the problematic part of it too. So they just want to go the easiest way, you know. And at the end of the day, we all want to see some cricket. So if it is a case that we just probably have to just sit and watch it and watch, seeing that we won't probably we won't be having any here in Jamaica, we just have to work with it. But at the end of the day, whenever we have facilities that are of international standard, they at all point in time, those facilities must be kept in good condition, because we don't know when somebody is going to call upon us to say, here what, we want you to host this. And at the end of the day, it would be beneficial to our economy, you know, because with the hotels would be receiving the players from all over, from the different clubs, you understand. So that would be money turning over there. But you know, it just goes to show that, boy, it's not all the time when emergency come we can run and fix it up, you know. It's just really sad to know that something like this come up in a country like Jamaica that is so invested in cricket cannot put up there and say, here what, we can host it too, you know. But you know that it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, if Trinidad and Tobago, if they have at least 2 grounds that are operational and they know that people will turn out, if it is the case that they're gonna allow fans to attend the matches, then by all means go ahead and take it. You understand? But with Trilla and the multi-purpose, very rare anything good coming from there. You know? Just as how Sabina Park is operational at all point in time and is kept in good order, I think that Trilla multi-purpose stadium should be kept in the same condition. You know, because we don't know when anything going to happen. See this pandemic, as I was saying, see this pandemic come up and we could easily host a little competition. But what? We leave the cricket ground, we leave the place for go to eat up grass and for keep jazz and blues and dance and all sort of madness. You know? But it is what it is. As we say, a franchise cricket. So when it's franchise cricket, business owners do what they want to do with it. So that is just how it is, you know. I mean, we can't do anything. We love for cricket, but at the end of the day, we don't own any club, we don't own any franchise, so we just have to work with what them say. You know, so it is what it is. I mean, it is not yet confirmed, but it is a possibility. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is thinking about it. So, you know, it's a possibility that once CPL 2020 will be on, Trinidad will be hosting all the games. You know, it's a possibility that we will have to live with that, but at least we'll be having some cricket, you know. That's just how it is. Just have to work with it, you know. Yeah, man, so that's it, you know. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. We are teach them sports, you know. Little by little we are teach them sports. We are lick them on the cricket, you know. We soon see English Premier League a come back, so we soon start lick them on the football, you know, man. We are teach them sports, you know. Little by little we are give them it.